Lately, I've been talking a lot about being more Jesusly, being more like Jesus, the way he loved, the way he acted, and the way he treated people. But before we can get to that, we've got to talk a little bit about what Jesus are we talking about? Are we talking about the Jesus according to Hollywood? The guy who's got blonde hair, blue eyes, and a British accent? Are we talking about the Jesus of the Western world? The Caucasian who speaks perfect English, the one who's, super polite and is your best friend and skips through the fields with you? What Jesus are we talking about? We're talking about the Jesus of history. And I think in order to emulate him, we need to understand the history of Jesus. We need to understand where he was and when he was. And today I have the privilege of being in a very historical place called Caesarea. And then behind me are the banks of the Mediterranean Sea, a beautiful place with a lot of history of people being Jesusly. In fact, in Acts chapter 10, Luke records for us the fact that the apostle or disciple Peter came from Jaffa, which is just south of us here, and he came here to Caesarea to meet a man named Cornelius, who was a Gentile. And more than that, he was a Roman centurion, hated by the people. But yet, God spoke to Peter in a dream, and he said, "Don't call anything unclean that I now call clean." And when Peter got here, he said, "Normally I wouldn't even come into your house, but God has shown me that the message of the Messiah of Jesus is not just for us, but it's for the world. It's for you, for Gentiles as well." And so it is our duty to emulate this Jesus of history by going to the outsider. And if you're ready to become more Jesusly, let's begin right now.